Hello, is there anybody there? I'm very excited that we're going to be cooking soup today. And Dadzig is almost ready. Hello, I'm the kitchen gremlin. I just hang around here and do small jobs when I'm asked to. Dadzig will be here shortly, so hold the line. Hold the line! Hold the line!
It's close to the park as well. But anyway, have fun. Microphone is live, is it not? Didn't turn that off. You can see that I'm such an experienced streamer. I know exactly what I'm doing. Hello, chat. Rocking it out. How are we doing? First time chat here, I believe. There's a game of draws. Hello. Thanks, Han, for the subs. Did you meet Edwin, the gremlin? Edwin the gremlin was here. And everything's cancelled. You're all cancelled. What? What? Hiller. Yeah, Hiller. Hiller time. Go, Hiller. You can do it. Mm. There's a G here. Confused from chat is Dadzig is my fave Dadzig. Got cancelled by our favourite streamer. Who cancelled you? I didn't cancel you. I'm just reading out what you've been writing. My hair is absolutely all over the place. I put product in last night for the show, and I've not washed it out, and now it's just look at it. Look at it. Should I just go for the mad chef look today? Hello. This is how we're rolling today for a crazy fish soup. Yeah, that's what we're doing. All right, this is what we're doing. What are we cooking for our dinners today? Mayonnaise, you got it. I put mayo in there. Yeah, the flies love it, and as do the cats. They will come and like. We're cooking fish soup. That's what we're making today. I feel like I look more like the Swedish chef from Sesame Street. That's what it is. Hurdy-gurdy. Where are my Swedes in the house today? Shockingly good cat noise. I'm pretty good at animal impressions, as it happens, littlest prince. Okay, I have to announce a sad day. A sad day. My chili sauce has come to an end. It's always a sad day when you finish a chili sauce. Of course, there's more to buy, but this sauce is well remembered. Naga chili sauce from Marks and Spencer's. Sweet and smoky extra hot chili sauce made with habanero and Naga chilies. I recused a fish today and got stranded on the shore, then realized it was a puffer fish. Hang on, Kata Tanglefoot, is this a real story? I'm sure it's not a wig. Yeah, it's firmly attached. Pay respects to the source. What does recused a fish mean? I don't understand what recused a fish is. Does that mean you caught a fish? You caught a puffer fish? Where do you live? Where are the buffet fish? Remind me, Keta. I forget. Rescued. Rescued. Thank you, Hangover. Wow. Okay. Buffet fish. Buffet. Hype train started early. We like this. Let's see. I might pull out my chord sheet because I'm getting bored of playing the same 5 chords. It seems I'm learning ukulele as we do this stream. We're making a fish soup today. The fish soup itself shouldn't take much time, which is nice. It's nice to have a soup that's a little simpler, isn't it? Which chord sheet should we look at? This one. And D minor, you say? Oh, what's a D minor look like? I'm feeling a bit sad today. C minor. Oh, really? Jeez. Okay, then we go stretching. Just do it with one finger. Don't like the sound of that chord. G minor. All right, let's go to G, D. G and D, isn't it? I'm feeling a bit sad today. Oh, yeah. We'll go to an F now, and there's the D minor, and 2 G minor. Such a dulcet day, a sauce D minor for my sauce today. So far away, down in New Zealand Bay. Oh yay, oh yay. Oh, won't you stay away? 'Cause my heart is breaking for my sauce today. We're gonna break out today. Gonna happen some way. All right, how does an F minor sound? F minor? Really? What? How am I simultaneously supposed to put my first finger on both those strings? That makes no sense. They've made a typo there. Quite dramatic. Watching me in separate rooms. Okay. E minor for sad maxing. E minor. Where is it? Well, I don't have an E minor on this. Oh, E flat minor. Jesus. Okay. 1, 2, 2. Oh, right. All right. 3 and 4. Oh, there's E minor. 1, 2, 3. No, that doesn't work, does it? I got my cycle of chords. All wrong. That sauce meant the world to you. Okay. I suppose we should at this point. I found a little nook for my ukulele. I don't have to go to the thing every time. I've got there's IKEA step stools. That's what I've got it on. I'm feeling a little bit. I'm feeling a bit funky today. I don't know why. There it is. Good sieve. That's a good sieve. You need a good sieve. I bought a trio of sieves. This one needs a little bit of clean. I made lemonade the other day. I made myself a lemonade syrup. I'd like to see my lemonade syrup. Well, River Cute. Okay, I am interested. Sally, Remy, could we make a note of that? A Danish koldskål. But we've done Danish soup already. But we might just do a little trajectory in the summer for cold soups. I particularly like Hungarian fruit soup, actually. Not for everybody. Thank you. Right. Where are we at? Did that hype train just finish with a bit of a Welsh soup? Welsh soup's coming soon, don't you worry about it. What was I going to say? Do you want to look at my lemonade? That's what I was saying. Do you want to look at my lemonade? Here, look at my lemonade. Where is it? Oh, lemonade syrup. I'm going to have some right now because I'm thirsty. So this is the juice of 1 lemon, the juice of 2 small limes because they are rather tiny. Tiny limes, tiny. So if you can get a big lime, 1 big lime, 2 small limes, whatever. And I juiced them, but before I juiced them, I zested the skin, right? And then squeezed them. And then I used a little bit of star anise and a bit of cinnamon stick and a couple of cardamom pods and a clove. And I poured hot water over that and let that steep until it cooled. And I also made a pint of rose hip tea. And then I combined all that with 3 heaped tablespoons of honey, not butter. And then I mixed it all together. And it's bloody lush, I tell you. Oh, nice. Lemonade shirt too. It's my rat eye shirt from last year. Yeah. So, a little bit of limp jaw. And what do we... There's some ice, isn't it? Bit of ice in there, I would say. Ravagingly good at this time of year. Jump. 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 Get out. There we go. Let's go for 5. Let's go for 4. 4. Dude, I need to get these plants out. I've got so many climbers at the moment and they all want something to climb on. But I don't have anything for them to climb upon. All right, a wee bit of syrup. It's not that syrupy actually, so you need about half. And the remains of some fizzy water. But Someone was thinking ahead and bought himself another bottle. Typo? Is there a typo? I don't even know. I haven't looked at it that closely. What, from last year? Which typo? Upper and lowercase t. Where? In which bit of it? Turney's only got one T and it's lowercase. I don't understand the where. I don't see that. I'm a bit lost. Never mind. Oh my goodness, that hits. Ah, yes. A little bit sour. It could do with more honey, but I don't mind. It's a little bit tart. I like it a little bit tart. I'm not sure. I don't know who designed the t-shirt, I'll be honest. But I hope it's not AI. But what do I know? I'm trying to avoid it, but I don't know. What's the picture? Oh, you're going to ask me to take off the apron? Oh, all right, fine. That's. I'll happily do it. No, he doesn't. Trust me. Okay. So, where are we at? We're making fish soup, right? So obviously we need some fish. And Bubbling, I respect that where you're at. I mean, in the end, I had to go to Kaufland. I bought fresh fish, turns out. And we'll have a look at these lovelies right now. I'm going to save that bottle though for the hot sauce because I'll be making some more hot sauce myself, won't I? So what have I got? It says a mix of fish. So I've got some, Jesus, what they called? Snappers. Plasma. Oh, all right. We can see it's not that fresh because the eye is a bit sunken and glazed. But what am I going to do? Always get it for calling people pears. Yeah, is it? Were you okay? So maybe I don't know, but this one hasn't. The mandala effect is a thing, definitely. So I'm not discounting that. Is it the Bernstein Bears or is the Bernstein Bears? We have a. They call it a sea wolf in Czech. I'm not sure. I can't remember what it is in English. We'll look it up in a minute. And because I needed to get up to 1 kilo, so I've got a lot of fish here, and that's okay. Because apparently what they do in Montenegro is they make the soup, and then so we've got a red snapper, We've got two different snappers here. You can see this one's slightly pink and one is more rainbowy blue. Aren't they beautiful looking fish though? My God. Okay, so the first thing we need to do is give them a wash and scale them. So let me get myself set up over here. I was going to put some coffee on. Let me do that first. Let me put some coffee on, and I haven't really had much in the way of breaking fast. So, let's get the sink clean. It needs it. There we go. I'm just going to put them in a bit of cold water. They need a wash anyway. What did I win in a fist fight? Did I buy or catch? Oh, I'm not. I'm in the Czech Republic. There ain't nowhere to catch these fish, unfortunately. Um, you mean the T-shirt? No, I got given it. Because that's the way it rolls. Wolffish is it's not a sea bass. I don't know. Let's have a look. Morski volk. With the power of the internet. Morski volk is what species of fish? No, not morchak, is it? Oh yeah, okay. Morski volk, yeah. Okay. So it is this apparently. It is Discentrarchus labrax linnaeus. And we can change this to language because I'm presently on Wikipedia, which of course, it's ironic, isn't it, that we used to be like, oh, you can't trust Wikipedia, but now Wikipedia looks awfully reliable in comparison to what some of these AI bots will spit out. It is a European sea bass, also known as branzino, European bass, sea bass, common bass, white bass, Cape mouth, white salmon, white mullet, sea dace, leveret, or loup de mer en French. Loup de mer is primarily ocean-going fish native to the waters off Europe's western and southern and Africa's northern coasts. They can also be found in shallow coastal waters and river mouths during the summer months and late autumn. It is one of only 6 species in its family, Moronidae, collectively called the temperate basses. It is fished and raised commercially, so actually this might be farmed, I don't know. There we go. And what was the other one? Red snapper. Hang on a sec. Prasma. Prasma. Learning a little bit about fish today. Prasma. Ryba. Morjan slaty. Snapper? Don't know. It's a bream. No, that's not a bream. Red snapper. Snapper. Oh, there was a great band called Red Snapper. Oh my god. Trip hop. Sort of drum and bass vibes. Yeah. Not helping me. Okay. Well, there it is, chaps. Chat. It is what it is. You come from a family who owns fishmongers and butchers. Okay, cool. Yeah, the fish doesn't smell actually. It's okay. I mean, it's obviously a couple of days off the boat, but they called you Morski Volk is what they called you in high school. No way. Lake fishing, sure, but it tends to be quite shallow lakes. The main fish that's eaten here is carp, actually. Sometimes trout. Pike or pike perch is pretty good, but yeah, carp is the traditional. Um, is the traditional thing. I'm just scrolling back here. Ketchup and mustard colours today. I guess it is, yeah. So, carp, yuck. Yeah, I know, but actually, I quite like carp soup when it's made well. For Christmas, they have carp soup. They have carp fillet as well, but I can offer that. Carp is no, carp is. Oh no. But you know, each their own. But interestingly enough, because you're all history nerds, that's why you're here. Besides being gamers, of course. By the so around the time of Henry in Bohemia, a good 1/3 of all of the agricultural land was actually given over to carp ponds. So a huge industry in Central Europe because it's got um, shallow areas and it's got kind of gravelly pits. So a lot of stuff was dug out, and you don't need to dig very deep for carp ponds. You can just basically build up downed walls, and you can flood them and breed them. And also they handle being transported quite well. And in fact, a carp traditionally in Victorian England, for example, also served around Christmas because if you're a good devout Catholic, you don't eat meat on Fridays and on holy days. And so the carp would be hung in a wet tea towel, kept wet. It would be hung, yeah, in the kitchen of the Victorian manor house, and it would clean that way. And the Czechs traditionally also would put their carp in the bathtub before Christmas, because still here you can buy carp. Most of the time now people have them killed, and basically would be kept in the bathtub. And sometimes the communists, because they were shitheads, deliberately over-chlorinated water, so people's fish would be poisoned. And I know people who used to have a pet fish for a week in the bathtub and then dinner. What else? So a tour guide colleague of mine read some documents from the Old Town Hall. Unfortunately, a lot of it was lost. There was a big fire in the 19th century. And it was an apprentice, again, 15th century, an apprentice to a carpenter, I believe, maybe a blacksmith, I can't remember. And in his contract to be apprenticed, he stipulated, because you could stipulate also, he stipulated that he would not eat fish more than 3 times a week, which gives you an idea of how common actually fish was in people's diets, because obviously the river was fresh, healthy, fast-flowing natural river. Salmon used to spawn in Central Europe before we had weirs and locks and industry. Salmon used to come all the way from the North Sea through the Elbe, the Laber River, and into the Vltava, Moldau, and spawn here in Central Europe. And also, of course, there we freshwater shellfish and crayfish and all that kind of stuff. So it was actually a very big part of people's diets, surprisingly, in Central Europe. And carp, as I say, if you're Catholic, you don't eat meat on a Friday. Interestingly, though, the clergy, the church dictated that beaver were classified as fish. And it's a bit fishy, isn't it? But only clergy could eat the beaver fish. So they could eat beaver on a Friday. Hey, Richie Crispy, thank you for the sub. Appreciate that. When are we having a cram and Michigan fishing stream? Actually, that's funny you say that because during COVID we did an online improv and it was fishing and we were just sat around the fireside fishing and chatting. But anyway, it's rather fish like. Holds beaver, behold a fish. Yeah, there it is. Right, should we go on with the coffee? I got distracted by fish talk, but that's fun. So, sea bass and some kind of sea bream, I think, is what we're dealing with today. You'll notice there's some coffee in the cafetiere, if you can see that far. But I'll be saving that. This is going to be for cold coffee. Yeah. Corba. Because Automod, fair. You're going fishing with your Master Beta shirt. Very good, Cactalius. And what will you be using as master baiting? Because obviously master baiters have their own techniques, don't they, for bringing up the fish from the depths. La 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 la. Hold your ears, coffee grinder coming in. 1, 2, 3. Thank you. Gotta feed the worms. Gotta feed the worms. They're going to be quite active now because it's warm. They love, their favorite temperature is about 20 to 23 degrees centigrade. They do not like it too hot, which is why in the summer I keep them nicely out of the way. Ensilada. Come on now. Sometimes you've got to give the machine a little slap to get all those coffee grounds off the bottom. Now then, I'm quite excited about this fish soup. I have to say, I'm like, fish is not something I am immediately drawn to. However, occasionally I do like it. Hot dog Henry colours. Indeed, by accident. Didn't mean to, but that's all good. So, fish are happily sat in water for now. I bought some more parsley. I'm like, how many times can I kill parsley this year? Is always a good question. Got my shopping. Oh, look what I got at Lidl. Oh, Brötchen. Laugebrötchen. For those who know, they know. Yes, that is the same dough basically as a pretzel. So that can go in the bread bin. And I'm gonna have a bit of brekkie, guys. I'm gonna have a bit of breakfast while we're chatting. This soup recipe, as I say, it's fairly simple. And I did share it. Where is it? I found this recipe for the soup from some geezer. I looked up a couple. It wasn't the easiest find. The thing about Montenegro is, has anybody in chat been to Montenegro? Or is anybody in chat from Montenegro? Yeah. Because I love it. I went there for a friend's wedding. Scottish South African. And you might say, why Montenegro? Because South Africans have a hard time getting visas to Central Europe. And so they ended up having to work around. And the workaround was broccoli has nothing to do with this recipe. I just fancied some broccoli. Garlic. So they ended up getting married in Montenegro. And it was a lovely trip. I rented a car. First time in my adult life, I rented a car for myself. Des oignons. And celery. And I had a mighty fine time. They're very lovely, inviting people. Friendly. Food was great. Beautiful countryside. And it's kind of overlooked by its neighbor, Croatia. day trip from Croatia. Wish I'd stay for longer. Exactly. There's so much going on in Montenegro. So the thing about Montenegro we also need to understand is that there's this coast and there's an interior. So the interior actually is kind of like over a little hill range. There's a lot of the Balkans actually. There's kind of almost like a spine running down through Albania, for example, a little further down. So you have the coast, and then you kind of go up from the Adriatic, and then you're in the interior, and it's a bit different. You always feel like you're in a different world, but they have great cheese and sheep and so on. So it's very different. Um, it was very nice. I enjoyed it very much, and I'll happily go back. So, choosing a soup from Montenegro, as with all these countries we've cruised through so far, is not such a straightforward choice because, like, which do you go for? Anyway, what do we got? Jump to the recipe. Yes, thank you. From the Bay of Kotor. And what we've got here, 15 minutes prep, 45 minutes cook time. Bargain, isn't it? Hey, we're not even coming up to 1 o'clock. This soup will be done by 1:30 and everyone's going to be happy. 1 kilo of mixed fish, 1 tablespoon of olive oil, enough water to cover the fish generously in a large pot, 3 carrots sliced, 1 onion sliced, 1 celery stick, 2 cloves of garlic, rice, risotto, ain't got it, just use any old rice, and peppercorn, 4 to 5 peppercorns, a tablespoon, parsley finely chopped, salt to taste. Right? How easy is that? Everything, all the flavors coming from what's going in the pot. That is the simplest of soups. What do we mix the fish with? We're not mixing it with anything. How do you mean? I'm not sure what do you mean, bublina? The fish is just going in the pot. Oh wow, nice little prince, awesome. And we smacked a watermelon for open dessert. What? Thank you, Fountain 1403. The weather was great, not too hot, not too humid, lovely weather. So is 6. What is 5? 5, 6? Great, yes, awesome for a road trip. Loved it. Highly recommended. It said mixed fish. Oh, I see. No, different types of fish. So don't use just one type. I think I said avoid mullet. Yeah, because it's too iodiney. I looked up in one recipe. I'm not really sure what that means, but it's got because it's got slightly bitter taste. So you don't want that. With other fish, exactly. No Cactalius. No Jade. Don't play into it. Don't do it. Don't. I would. Mark Cram and I. We went with. We took a piece to. Jezus Maria. Kosovo. Awesome. Really interesting. Lovely people. Okay, so I also got a bunch of. I got a few prawns, king prawns, because I was like, okay, all right, let's bosh some of this bread roll before I go any further, because frankly, I'm getting hangry. Not that I will get angry with anybody, but I can feel myself going. One should look after one's bodily needs, should one not? So let's read through this recipe. Scale and gut the fish. Half the onion, quickly sear it. This gives extra flavor. Put the fish in a large pot, cover with water. Add the vegetables, garlic, and simmer for half an hour. Remove the fish, and then we're going to debone it. So the whole fish is going in. It might break apart and be a little messy, but it's going back in the pot in small pieces anyway. Strain the soup. Add the olive oil and rice to the soup now. And when the rice is ready, so we keep cooking the rice, put the fish pieces back in, serve with crusty bread. That is what we love. A simple recipe. What have I done with my butter knife? Yes, get that scran. Scran fries you or frightens you? It you fry me, man. All right. Butter. Tell me that you are German without telling me you're German. Butterbrot. All right, don't judge. I don't spread all the way to the edge. Can't be bothered. So, what jams have we got? If you're interested, Saint Dalfort, no sugar jam, 100% fruit, sweetened only with grape juice. Oh, there's very little left in there. That's sad. I have to say the cranberry one is not my favorite. But you can also make your own sugar-free jam. And that's the other one I have here, is blueberry. All right, Frida. Sorry, I didn't close you properly. It's not salted, no. Oh well, I mean, if you're making it later, you need to spread to the edge. So yeah, this soup's going to be dead easy. And what did I say next week? Italia. We're going to Italy next week, guys. Mm. 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 Pomodoro. Cosa? Dashi. Pomodoro. I'm not sure we'll be making tomato soup. It's not my favorite. Sorry. I was thinking it will have tomatoes in it, but Tuscan bean soup. Hmm? Hmm? Or what's it called now? My brain. No, it's gone. No. Whoa, bubbling. Whoa. Riblja Corba, yeah. Bublina. I respect the support for Dashi. Super Toscana. Is what I'm thinking. Also vegetarian, I believe. And why not? Fresh. I think probably you could serve that cold as well if you wanted. Dashi, as in radish. What I know is that Mrs. Dadzig loves beans, so I knew I was onto the winner there, Bublina. This is homemade blueberry jam I made last year, and it's made with no sugar. And I think it's lasted pretty well. So I've used. Oh, thank you, Fountain. Awesome. I used apple juice. I concentrated apple juice. Basically, reduced the volume by half, and then used that in with the fruit and cook that down. Awesome. Which is basically what the Saint Darfur does. It's not very sweet, I have to say. So this Saint Darfur is 51% soup, fruit, 25% half and half of whatever, and then concentrated fruit juice from grapes and dates, and some pectin for jellification. Isn't that awesome? So actually, with the blueberry, I could have done with some grape juice probably. Did I say soup? Fruit. Yeah, even my soup is jam. Oh, Fine turn. Somebody missing their gluten at the moment, I think. Right. So, scaling fish. Messy job. No way around it. Not much to be done. Italian summer. Cosa. We might have enough of the mukbang. Let's leave this one for now. I'll have honey with that one, I think. Okay, I used to find this really gross. My grandfather used to do this. And I've started doing it, which I guess means I've got to middle age, doesn't it? Bit of water, jam. And like, what are you going to do with that? Drink it. The lemonade. How's it any different from that? Right? It's psychological. Really good. Love that. All right. I'm glad it's a bit cooler today. Getting awful hot out there. What are we going to do? We're going to move the camera over so we can have a look at this. Okay. Actually, I want that knife that I was using. So let's drain the fish. Let's give them a wash. Bear in mind, we need to be careful. Can you all see that? You need to be careful because some fish have got very sharp. I don't know if you can see that. No, I've got fishy hands. Oh, the dichotomy. Hang on a second. Can you see those spikes there? Yeah? So you need to be really careful when you're washing fish to know your fish a little bit. Just examine it first. And when you wash it, just go in one direction because everything is, because the fish is swimming in that direction, right? And just give it a wash. It's already been gutted. And again, see, there's spikes there. It's basically keratin, right? So it's the same material that makes up our nails and hair, but it also offers the fish, I guess, some protection. Ah, nice. We'll just give them a wash. You can also tell from the color of the gills. It should be nice and pink. Makes sense, right? So, so first of all, I'm going to cut those fins away. Sharpen this knife first, actually. Oh, never mind. Let's leave it for now. So to scale, we just go against the scales itself. And you'll see them just flying off. Got it? This one actually looks pretty clean already. Maybe they did a once over. And it's the back end, it's not the sharp end of the knife. And it's pretty quick. Some fish has got large scales, like carp. Some fish have got small scales. And you'll feel it when it's all descaled because we hear it. Makes a scraping noise. And get up under there as well. And they go flying everywhere. There's not much to be done about it. You can ask them. Your fishmonger might well do it for you if you have a fishmonger, or you go to Kaufland. But it's fine. I don't mind doing it. Actually, Czech tradition with the carp is that the carp scales are supposed to represent money, and so for the dinner, everyone has a couple of carp scales put under their plate, which they then keep in their wallet. A little bit of a superstition. So. Just get up in there. Careful with the spines. And you'll feel it's fine. So, where is the chopping board? What? I only see one chopping board. That is very confusing. What is happening? Alright, well, we use this one then. Fine. How are we doing, chat? You alright? Biodegradable natural confetti. Yeah. So the pink one actually's got slightly larger scales, as it happens. Look, see there, a bit bigger. Oops. Fish scales everywhere. So I'll be right with you, chat. Oops. Sometimes you need to be a little bit more forceful, because they can be quite tough, especially when the fish is fresher, which makes sense. So, how are we doing? Oops. Slippery when wet, isn't it? Alrighty. Look at that. Look at the shape of that fish. Isn't that beautiful? Little teeth in there. And this one's got tiny scales. Fish scales in my face. Yeah. Going everywhere. Right under the water. Nope, now just splashing water everywhere. I'm not an experienced fisher. It's interesting how people coming to the jobs they do, because I was watching I get a lot of Anthony Bourdain, various other chefs cooking things coming up on my social media. Maybe not surprisingly, amongst all the political trash that I try to avoid. And this is Royal Restaurant in I think maybe in New York, and the chef was saying like this guy who does our fish. When he goes on holiday, we have to employ 4 people to do his job because he's so good at it. And they were asking him about it, and he was just like, "I love it. I just this is what makes me feel good." So his job was to process fish at a fish restaurant. It's what floats his boat. More power to him. Do what makes you happy, I think. Okay, this one's a little bit more ribbly. Come on now. Okay. Almost there. Beautiful. Okay, so now we have an absolute mess, and I'm going to sacrifice this kitchen cloth because there ain't no way around it, and it's all up here as well, guys. I'll give this a spray down later with some vinegar. So, and because you'll find these weeks later, because you'll be like, I think I've got them all, and then one will just show up somewhere randomly, and that's okay, because that's life. Entropy. But when it says 15 minutes prep, what they mean is 15 minutes when you know what you're doing. I think my trap should catch most of these. I hope. If not, we'll let the local sewage plant deal with it. Oh. There we go. Mm-hmm. Okay. So, scales. I suppose I could probably use this as a fertilizer for my plants, but I'm not gonna. Okay. And the rest of it, we say goodbye and send it down to the Prague Water Department, for which we should be thankful that there are people who provide us with clean water. Thank you. Thank you, clean water. Thank you, clean water. All right, let's get your camera back over here. La-di-da-da. Look at that. How we doing, chat? Which noise? What noise? Or was I making too much noise? Oh, noise where you are. My pants saw that. Saw what? Oh, your plants. Plants. They were like, no, Venus. Okay. You're meeting with Jolly Han. Where are you meeting Jolly Han? Oh, there's an air show. Oh my god. Okay. All right, let's go back to the receipt. Scale, fish are gutted. Thank you. Halve the onion, quickly sear it, gives extra flavour. So let's get the pot out. Let's get me pot out. Meow, meow, meow. I think it's amazing that we live at a time in history where we have machines that can do basic things for us, like washing up. Okay, so let's give these a. I'm not gonna do much with these actually. They're just gonna go in the pot like that. I'm not going to take the fins off. I realise there's no point because I'm not filleting. They're going in whole, which is awesome. So, how many onions did it say? One, right? One onion sliced. Well, I don't know. I'll put two in. It's not the biggest onion in the world. And we are. How are we going to do this? It says halved. So we're just going to halve it. Put it in the bottom of the pan. No fat in there at the minute. And we're just going to sear that up. So turning it on. Hot. It's going on hot. Dry. Dry and hot. Yeah, that's why I've chosen. That's why I'm taking two onions. I don't hold back on the onions and the garlic. Life's too short. Also, you know, your gut bacteria love the saccharides from all this stuff. I understand some people can't tolerate onion and garlic. My grandma's not good on the garlic, for example. I have some old garlic in the cupboard, but again, I'm going to use some fresh. Just two cloves. We will respect that. Oh, I didn't catch. Where are you seeing Jolly Han, Jay? She's in Paris. Oh, awesome. At which air show? Fairford? I will not put in a mystery bay leaf this time, no. Potty break. Well, we can take 5. Does everybody need a little 5-minute break? I don't mind doing that. All right, I can hear the onion is starting to. We're just going to bruise these up when they're ready to go in. Ew. Oh, that's nice. that your bag of bay leaf makes you think of the streams. That's cute. La-dee-do. Okay. Right, so. Let's keep an eye on our onions. I think they're browning up. Not quite. One celery stick. Okay, well, these are pretty small. So let's go with 2. Always kind of, working out the proportions, isn't it? And they're just going to get chopped, and then 3 carrots, it says, okay? Do-do-do-do, where's my peeler? I got me peeler. Do-do, got me peeler. I got me peeler. Why not 3? 3 what? 2 what? The fish are having a hug. Okay, the bottom of the pan is getting some brown. Yeah, that's just hot. So I'm going to take that off because it's hot enough for now. See? Yes, a little color. And that will give us some of that Maillard effect that I now finally remember what it's called after having done this stream for a while now. Just clean these up. I'm not going to bother de-stringing them. They're just going to get chopped into small pieces like so. And they'll cook up just fine. And then we'll do peel, peel, peel. Oops. Okay. Alrighty. Ah! My carrot is running for its life. Where's it gone? Oh, there. Okay. Under my light stand. You gotta wash it, chop it, chuck it in. We're gonna make some soup today. Oops. This one really wants to go for a jump. Interesting. Okay. Top and tail, top and tail. Don't always need to tail. Okay. I think we're good. So we're going to layer them. I'm going to just cook it like that. Fish is going in. In you go, fish. It's sat on top of the onion. Water's going in. Watch the steam. There's some more water. At least a litre. Peppercorns. de sel. Mais oui, comme ça. Un petit peu comme ça. Un petit peu comme ça. Un petit peu comme ça. Oui. Alright there. And they're going to go in as well. My shrimp, it's not part of the recipe, but I felt like it. Give them a wash. See what's going on here. So they've been deheaded, but I will give them a clean. Devein them. Where's my knife? Because these ain't cooked. But the shells are going to go in. All right, so running up the inside here, unless they've already cleaned that, actually, I don't know, is, no, they've cleaned that out, okay. By the looks of it. It's in the head part. Sometimes you'll find there's a little black vein running through, but they look good, so that's just going to go in like so. I'm not going to worry about the others, they can just stay in their shells. Like so. Lovely. Like so. Generously covering my fish. I would say that's generously covering. So I got like, I don't know, 2 centimeters, 3 over the top of the fish. Right, show you, why not? Like so. And we're just going to cook that up. Oh, that tail's poking out. Get in there. That'll be alright. It'll be alright. Thank you. Thank you, fishies, for making me a dishes. Alright. So we'll bring that to the boil. And simmer for half an hour. So it's got to come to the simmer now, which I think we should have time. Shrimp heads are edible, sure, but that's just how I bought them from the shop. So it wasn't like I didn't choose that. I would have bought the whole thing. And then we could have done the deveining. So hot water. Does that work as another little planter? Probably. So many plants. Spice up your life. Gonna get your life. Oh, you got a baby Brazilian black tarantulas down. I'm thinking that I might call it Radzig. What do you guys think? Absolutely. Miss Cyrilla Faye. Very good name. Ziggle to the left, face up the round. Ziggle to the right, press up your knife. Ah, I haven't shook a leak at you for a while, have you? Huh? Toby, stop it. Oh, silly me. All right, what are we doing? We're cleaning up. That's what we're doing. Now, I have a wooden board. Fish smells. How do we overcome this problem? Any ideas? What would you use as a natural deodorant? Put it in salt, lemon, Febreze. Vinegar. Vinegar's good. Washing liquid is okay, but it doesn't get the smell out. Sometimes put it in rice you've broken. Okay. More fish. Yes, you've got to outfish the fish. Mego is right. Lemon. Lemon is the way forward. Vinegar works as well, but I find because it doesn't have that scent, it can sometimes leave. Oops. Ooh. Scales. Oh my god, the whole thing. Yeah. All right. Well, that whole thing's getting clean now, isn't it? But yeah, we'll use lemon, half a lemon. What do you win? Kudos. The prize is kudos. You win a lemon, which has been squeezed and used to defunk a board. Yeah, kudos. We hand out kudos. Indeedy. But first we'll go with soap. Like so. I find it even clings to stainless. It's very interesting how powerful that is. So, avec du savon, comme ça. Oh, it's a bit crusty on the backside here. What is these crustlings from? And then I've got half a lemon here, as it happens. Oh no, this is half a lime. Do I want to sacrifice half a lime? I guess, whatever. I'll squeeze it first. We'll squeeze the juice out first, because I don't really need the whole thing. Like so. And then just liberally rub it over whatever it is you want to wash. Like so. Turn it inside out maybe. Like that. And let that sit for a second. And then we're good to go on that. Maybe leave that for now because I might want it later. I've got a little bit of extra lime juice, which I might as well just put straight into my lemonade mix. Make it even more sour. Good to go. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. Quite literally, well, it's a lime squeezy, but you get the idea. Yeah. I have a Discord. Is there a channel? The fish shadows have been erased. That's right, prickly triangle. In the soup. No, it's not going in the soup. But, I mean, in theory, why not? Okay. So, I think that's good to go on the stainless. Let's give that a dry. And the wooden board, we'll go again with a bit of soap and rinse it off. And now we just wait for it to cook. I can prep some rice already. To wash rice or not to wash rice, therein lies the question. The answer is wash your rice. Why wouldn't you wash your rice? It's not just about the starch. Why would you want to wash your rice? I think, yeah, sure. I know it depends on the rice whether you want the starch or not. But actually, I'm just saying, I had a job once. It was a summer job, and it was in a plastic bag factory. We were packing black bin bags, and you were left with a black, dusty residue on your fingers after a day's work because there's residue on the plastic bag. That's one. Second thing is, where is rice dried? It's dried on the floor, and then it's swept up and put into a big bag or hopper, which is then transported along a road in the back of a truck before it is then put somewhere else into a bag. So just rinse it once at least. I mean, I know if you want starchy rice, fine, but saying it's a debate, shall we say. My brother's like, you don't need to wash rice, and I'm like, okay, mate, fine, do what you like. It is also amazing for your hair, rice. That's right. For plants, even. This is something I learned recently. So I will now do a cup of rice. I don't even think I've got risotto rice anyway. Just going to go with this. There we go. A wee little measuring cup. It's a cup, though, it said, didn't it? This is only about half a cup. I happen to have some water here. Oh, really? Fuck it. There we go. So I need to buy some rice. You can see how keen I am on brown rice. I buy it and then don't cook it. No, this rice is going in the soup. It's just a soup with rice. So look, immediately cloudy. I'm just going to let that sit a bit actually because it'll cook quicker anyway. So that'll do. How's my fish at? Not quite. Oh, the skin's lifting off there. Okay, we're almost at a boil. Okay. 2 wet tea towels. Guess it's time for some new ones. That is full. So the wormies will get fed today. Tidy up. Wiping Marquetta, we miss you. I know. Don't put the fish in. That's right. That's right. It's true. You need to check on your boyfriend. What's he cooking yet, Jade? And this is the point where we have a little tidy up and we do some more mukbang. Because we're just waiting now. I love burrito. Oh, thank you, Han. Awesome. So this needs cleaning up because there's just scales everywhere. I mean, look. Do you see what I mean? It wants to climb. It wants to climb. Climb. And its tendrils are going everywhere. This is a kiwano. I don't know if anybody knows what that is. I'm quite excited to find out what a kiwano is. Oh, we have a little break. And it's thingy. That's not good. He needs a little bit of TLC. Oh dear, needs some support. Okay, we can do that. Get the old kebab stick out. It longs for a climb. It does indeed. All right. What are we going to do? That'll firm up. Ah, there it is. I knew I had it somewhere. Gently. Gently does it. One. One. Two. Three. Thank you, Gamer Draws. You have a great day too. Hey, Sazzle Shakes. Okay, hopefully this will firm it up. It's got a little break in there, you see. It should be okay. Need to get you a home, buddy. Need to get you a home. Ah, smells amazing. That plant. Wow. Hard to describe. A little bit of kiwi lemony action going on there. Wow, Han, awesome. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. Awesome. Nice. Game of draws. First time chatting today. Where are we at? What's going on? Couscous, not my favorite. Making potato rusty quiche? Pochke. You're making the base with potato. Is that what you're saying? You should always wash the noodles. Oh well, it's gone. It's almost simmering. Oh my god, the smell. Wow. Pretty awesome. Talking dinner plans. I know. All right. A dinner. Mekesh? What's that? McDonald's? Fountain, you've fallen asleep? Okay. Well, you do that. You rest well. Oh my god, that sounds amazing. Books and knives. German dinner. Mekesh. I read that as Mercedes. Well, that would be good as well, wouldn't it? Mercedes dinner. Oh my word! Look at you and your Mercedes dinner. Yeah. Oh, I love that. Taking your really expensive Mercedes for a drive-through. All right. Ooh, raisins. Don't normally do raisins, but they came to hand, so I'm going to eat them. There we go. Broccoli. I'm tempted to put some broccoli in this thing, actually. But I won't. I will stick to the recipe as dictated on the internet. My salad drawer, so full of vegetables. What a lucky man I am. We were cleaning up, weren't we? Because the scales went flying everywhere. Probably time for this little thing to have a clean up anyway. It's a bit mucky under there sometimes. So. All right. La-da. Okay. Frida, sorry, boo. I keep leaving the fridge open these days. All right. Let's have a look at. Oh, it's cooking. Simmer, it said, not boil. Take that off real quick. Oh my god, it smells so good. Mm. All right, we might run a little over 2 o'clock here, folks, just so you're aware, because it's only just started simmering. I was chatting too much. Who'd have thought? Chatting, Michael. You was chatting. All right. How dare I? Also, has it been a year since the sexy Michael Chef outfit was found and purchased? I guess. I guess it was around Ratai, wasn't it? You have to head out at 2 o'clock. Well, then we might. Well, we'll just have to finish it. Can you behave without me for 20 minutes? I think, well, that's possibly possible. We're gonna chop it and wash it and chuck it in. We're gonna make some soup today. Chop it and wash it and chuck it in. Make some soup today. The apron was bought for me in the old town of Prague. There's a shop that makes them for you. You can have written on there what you like. It's a chop it and make it and do it right. And then I got the hat myself. Chop it and wash it and chuck it in. We're gonna make some soup. Your bowl soup looks good. My bowl soup? My soup bowl? During Ratai and Finn bought it on his next trip. That's right. That's right. It was from the German gang. They were so very nice. And then when I was with Luke, I went past that shop and bought me a hat. I think that was the time that we did it. Yeah, I got the hat, but the apron had already been bought for me. German guy, Germany again. Della Martin, you made it through your weekend chores. Well done. I have not. I'm tardy. Yeah, I thought I needed the hat. The hat completed the thing, and it's absolutely magnificent. And at some point, I am going to recreate that rat eye picture with the meat sword because I think it deserves it. Vlog for us again someday. Vlog what exactly? Meat sword. We need the steak speech as a song. How does it go again? Steak with garlic roast potatoes, asparagus. What's your game? A steak with a red wine reduction, garlic roast potatoes, steamed asparagus, and a salad of sweet baby peppers and baby romaine. The massive meat sword. Rock and roll, baby. Baby romaine, yeah. Baby romaine. Hot. Idiot. Sometimes we can do idiotic things. Turn it right down. There we go. It's boiling too hard. It's boiling. The hearts of the plants. Well, it's the baby plants before they get big. And actually, romaine are also endive, going back to the thing that we were talking about the other week. I dreamed to do that one day with a cheap violin. Okay. We got a steak with a red wine reduction. Come on, Michael. New chords. This song needs different chords. Can someone give me a chord structure rather than GCD? Hang on. Or we do GCD. GCD? GCD. That was D. A G, G, G. We got the steak with the red wine reduction, some roast potatoes in the oven as well. We got some garlic to go with it, and some asparagus. Oh no. A, B, D, E, G. What? Oh my God, this is too complicated for me. We got some asparagus steaming in the pot. We got some salad, it's just so hot. The way you treat me, so nice to a steak dinner. The way you treat me so nice to that steak dinner. Oh, you treat me with roast buds and garlic, baby, and honey mustard dressing drizzled over sweet potato peppers. Some of those chords up there as well. You have to head out in 15 minutes. I hear you, I hear you, I hear you. So let's be proactive. We will save this rice water because, as mentioned, it is beneficial to the plants. So I will be depositing it on the plants later. So many jugs. That's what she said. Got So where's my other chopping board on there? That's most peculiar. Miss Leia chopping board. So we'll take the first flush from the rice there, but we'll give it another rinse. I like the feeling of washing rice. I like the feeling of the little rice grains in the water. I don't know why. It brings me joy. Maybe it brings up some like the inner child playing in the sandpit vibes. Okay. So let's not burn our hand on the soup again, Michael. Okay. I don't want to stir this really because you'll disturb the fish. Let's see. Oh, guys, it smells so good. Salt. It's very, I have to say, quite mild fish flavor at the moment. I might just turned it up a little bit. Ooh, what's Jay done now? Fleischbeilage. Ah, Lillimusch. Oh, okay. Well, I'd like to hear about that later. All right, gang. All right. All right. Okay. So I don't know what happened. But you're all on best behavior. That's what I like about this chat. You guys, I'm gonna get the white. Oh. Is there any way we can expedite this to speed it up a little? I guess not. I think probably leave the lid off so that it reduces a little. Maybe that was a mistake. I need to reduce the stock. All right. Don't hate yourself. It's not worth it. Whatever happened. Oh, I see. Okay. Laugensemmel. Yes, it is a Laugensemmel. I know, from Lidl. And this one's going to get smashed with honey. Jarl? Who's Jarl? Is Jarl someone we know? Laugenhilia. Nice. What happened with the? What happened with the with his name? He sent me a message. He's like, my name is wrong. Did he say anything about that? Did Logan say anything about it? Logan sent me, yeah. That's what I had earlier. Books and knives. Logan sent me with marmalade, but I'm having it with honey. Not that one. This one. This is my favorite honey. Fresh from the fields of Bohemia, the countryside that brought you Henry, Kingdom Come Deliverance, now brings you honey. Yeah, but what about the typo? I know about the typo because you told me. Mm. I will not spoil my appetite. Don't worry about that. Bitter orange marmalade, not with jam. Okay. This jam is too decadent. A gluten intolerant weakling. You're a little harsh. All right, chat. I need to send a message real quick, but we're in chat. I heard Logan Hiller leads cult named Morally Ambiguous Gang and has 2 dogs called Petra. You got it. That's it. Nice hardwood floor. Thanks. Grippers spotted. What are grippers? All right, chat. I am also on my threshold here, as is Sally in terms of time. So I'm going to have to strain out this soup now because we gotta. Yeah, it was a misunderstanding with the Malashov thing, but that's okay. It happens as well. Whoa! Big old fish. Hot. The morally ambiguous gang. I like that. Morally ambiguous. Where's me shrimpets? Where me shrimpy be at? Are the vegetables soft at least? That would be the main question, wouldn't it? Not quite. I can't find the last trick. There it is. Okay. Behold, the horns of Hendor! have come to save us today. Actually, I'm gonna put that in the dishwasher. It's the only sensible place for it. Okay. Strain the soup. Okay. Hot. Feeling hot, hot, hot. That is a fish bone. And a big one it is too. Okay. Okay, what's going on? Oh no, guys! Look, Logan has thicker skin than that. Of course, it was a. But they'll fix it. We talked to them. They'll fix it. It happens. He got lost in the mix. All right, rice going in. Sorry, Sally. This should take a little bit longer. I'm going to put the veg back in chopped as well. How are we in terms of flavour? Some ground pepper, I feel. It's just me. And a wee bit more salt. I mean, personally, if I was making this off the bat, I would probably chuck a couple of tomatoes in there just for a bit of extra umami. In fact, I'm going to put a little bit of tomato puree in there. I'm going off reservation, guys. Tomato puree going in. Just a teaspoon. Just a teaspoon. Okay. And in terms of the vegetables, because they're still a little bit hard, we're going to chop those up. There's my shrimpy. Shrimpy can go back in. Too damn hot. Oh. Okay, tschüss, Remy. So best behavior, gang. Another 10 minutes. Oh, I see. Okay. Thank you, Makusa. I'm actually thinking. This veg ain't quite cooked either. I don't know why. It's in there, I think, long enough. All right. Ah, wrong knife. Oh, chat. It was all going so smoothly. This is the story of my life. I'm like, I got loads of time. And then I don't have any time. Does that sound familiar to anybody? Yep. Wow. Central Michael time. I don't know. I'm not sure. What the? Who? Why are we? Okay. Central European Michael time. Yeah, sounds about right. Let's go with one more celery stalk, and then I think the rest can be expunged from the experiment. A lot of juice coming off those fish. Okay. Lettuce. Okay. So we're gonna take the meat off this fish now. You can see the heads just very simply separate. Here we got our fillet. Use a knife. Then under the back there. This is going to be crumbly as because it was boiled. This should lift away like so. And just be careful about bones. Each fish is slightly different. So we need to be conscious of that and just be aware. I mean, bones is not the end of the day, but you don't want what's stuck in your throat. And I'm actually thinking just to sit that back. It does that. Will that sit in the bottom there? Just about. There's the fin. All right. There's some bones up in here in the belly. We take those out. Clean that up. Skin's already off the other side. Oh, there's some bones. Wee ones in the middle. Alrighty. One. I'm just popping that back in the colander, in the broth there, just to steep out a little bit more. And we're almost there, folks. This one's falling apart a bit more. Oh my goodness, it smells so good. This is always just going to go back in the soup anyway, crumbled up. So I wouldn't, like, don't worry about it too much if it falls apart, as the recipe says. It's going to happen. And there we go. There we go. Buster Dusseldorf. Sally's off on a trip. Yay! Okay. Get those bones. We'll go back through that in a minute when it's cooled a little on the plate. It's a little easier to find them sometimes like that. Okay. And finally, bass. Out you come. You doing all right, chat? Pop it in. Bang it in, lad. All right. Okay. Some wee bones up in there, laddie. Got a little dishy on my little fishy on my little dishy eye. Yes. Okay. All right, chat. We're almost there. We're almost there. We're almost at service. Look, you're not in a restaurant, are you? Eh? You're waiting a bloody long time. Right? What kind of restaurant is this? Hey? Juggling jogger. They call him the juggling jogger. They call him the juggling jogger. His name is Joe. Joe's a juggling jogger. They call him the juggling jogger, the juggling jogger. They call him the juggling jogger. The juggling jogger. I love the fish, but the bones are the worst. Yeah, it's a bit of a pain. It's a bit of a pain, but it's a bit worth persevering. When I was younger, when I was a young man, I went to Senegal, And they had this amazing, I don't know how they did it. They could eat fish, pop the fish in, and they could just spit the bones out like that. I don't know how they worked that out. How they did it. They just put the fish in, pop out. It's amazing. But they eat fish all the time, so hardly surprising. That's not going to go in there. There's not enough room. So, although the skeleton would be good for the last 5 minutes, I think. Okay. Just getting the rest of the flavour out of that. Okay. Let's clean up. Okay. One. Oh, it's lucky I cleaned that board down, isn't it? Guess I'll be doing it again. Okay. 2. And 3. And that bin is going to be going straight out. Otherwise, it stinks. I think this is mainly rice with soup now. 1 cup, it said. Sometimes recipe can be misleading. Maybe it's because it was the risotto rice. Have a quick once over as it goes in. Make sure there's no bones. Okay. So gang, if this turns out to be not fishy enough, I'm just going to put stock cube in it. If it's not watery enough. Oh yeah, that's a lot of rice. Dude, this has not turned out how I wanted. Hey ho. I guess that's how it goes sometimes. Ooh. I got a fish stew instead. Fish rice stodge. Bums. Is it edible? Yeah. Absolutely, it's edible. Chop, 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 chop the parsley. Well, look, you can't always be winners, can they? Not enough parsley. Gang, I'm a little disappointed in myself today. Does taste good though. Does taste good. All right. Take that off. It tastes good, gang. I'm happy with that, actually. Still do with a crack more salt and a crack of pepper. But I'll take it. And luckily I've got a little bit of bread right here. Too much rice. Just put less rice in. I wouldn't even have taken the whole little beaker. Mm. Mm. Hot. All right, gang. We're running over a little bit of time, so I'm just gonna dash out. We're gonna catch it, land it, and put it in. We're gonna make some soup today. I'd give it 7 out of 10. Only because I messed it up a little bit. The soup is tasty, it's okay. Make some soup today. We're gonna scale it and cut it and pop it in. We're gonna make some soup today. We went to Montenegrin on the Adriatic coast. Podgorica capital. It's a very nice country. We're gonna chop it and wash it and chuck it in. We're gonna make some soup today. Chop it and wash it and chuck it in. We're gonna make some soup today. Thanks, guys, for all the cheers and the whoops and the subscription gifts and resubscriptions. Really appreciate it. It's a funny old game, this twitching, and it's going to be even better when I start gaming. But I'm enjoying it very much, and I'm glad that you join me to either cook along or just have a chat and stuff. So enjoy the rest of your afternoon or evening or morning, depending on where you are. And I'll see you soon. Tuesday with Mr. Mark Cram. All right, have a good one. Oh, hang on. Is there anyone I can raid? Is someone else streaming? Tell me. Let's do a raid. It might well be Tuesday, yeah, because we'll be mukbanging. None of the other gang, KCD gang, are out. Angelic. Okay. In that case, we are done.